Good evening, everybody. It is August 23rd at 9:23 p.m. I didn't do a video last night because it was a downpour. It was crazy. But they say we needed the rain, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think so, but somebody must be saying that because, wow, we got a lot. Well, yesterday was an okay day. I mean, Sean and I went to an auction and then we went over to his parents' house. Well, on the way to this auction, we had passed the restaurant that was the last restaurant I went to before I found out I was losing my baby girl. And I just lost it. Tears welled up in my eyes, and I just couldn't even breathe. I was so upset. And Sean goes to me, he goes, "There's no need to be upset at the restaurant. The restaurant didn't do anything to you." Well, no shit, I know this. But it was just a trigger. And you'll find that, there will be different things that come around and come to your life that are triggers. For me, it's that restaurant. Will I ever step foot in that restaurant? Probably not. I mean, I know the restaurant didn't do anything, but it's just too much of a trigger. I remember that night only too well. We were all going out to dinner for Mother's Day. And I remember going in the bathroom. My mom was with me, and I had a little bit of a discharge, just a clear discharge. And I said, "Is this anything to be concerned about?" And my mom's like, "I don't think so." So I Googled it, and it said it didn't seem like anything to be triggered about. Or not triggered about, to be alarmed about. So I went on with my day, or night, any way you want to look at it. And then after we were leaving is when the pain has started really bad in my back. And later that night is when I found out I was losing my sweet Marigold Ann. So like I said, guys, you'll have these triggers. So I was so upset. And it killed me inside. As much as I know the restaurant didn't do anything, that same thought went through my head, I wish that place would burn to the ground. I know that sounds horrible, but that's just the way I felt at that moment. Like I've told you guys before, grieving has many steps, and 50 million thoughts go through your head in less than a second. So the rest of the way to the auction, I just couldn't even think straight. Then we go to the auction, and just as I'm parked, there was a butterfly. And I'm like, okay, so there you are, it's a butterfly. Again, a beautiful monarch butterfly. And I just smiled. I said, "You are something else, little girl." So then after we left the auction, we went over to an antique store or marketplace type thing. It was big, I guess you would call it an indoor flea market. It has a whole bunch of antiques. I personally love antiques. John loves antiques. So as we were walking, I really didn't see much until the very end. There was a whole display of vintage little seed packets. And one of the seed packets were of marigolds. Okay, so hold on one second. Let me see if I can take it out of my purse. Marigold. So I had to buy it. And the lady, when I went to pay for it, she's like, you know, there's no seeds in there. I'm like, I know. And she goes, okay. I said, she goes, that is such a beautiful flower. I said, I know it is. I said, it was my daughter's name. She goes, oh, that's cool. Wait, did you say was? I said, yeah. And I briefly told her Marigold's story. And she's like, oh my God, how do you do it? I don't know. With God's grace, I know that. But other than that, I don't know how I do it. But for God's grace, it's good enough for me. So after I found that, it kind of lightened my day a little bit. And I stopped crying over everything. Because everything was just like a trigger. But after seeing the butterfly and then finding that seed packet, I know my little girl was watching over me saying, stop crying, Mommy. Stop. I'm okay. So I have to believe her that I'm okay and that she's okay. So there's really no end to grief because you'll have those triggers. But you just got to find that perfect peace. I mean, I'm at peace, but perfect peace, probably not yet. We shall see when that time comes with perfect peace. But that's all God wants me to have is perfect peace. God wants you all to have perfect peace. And don't be ashamed when you don't cry, like, oh my God, I probably don't care for my child anymore. You still do. You're just finding that peace. As rough as it is for us, God will give us the perfect peace. When? I couldn't tell you. It's pretty amazing what He does, or when our angels show us signs that they're around, whether it be a seed packet, butterfly, a rainbow, or whatever it is your child gives you signs that they're around, is hold on to that and give yourself peace and thank God for giving you those signs. Today was a good day. I started at Koch 33 in the Toyota part. Found out I'll probably be permanently there, which is perfectly fine with me. I started doing little things on the computer a little bit here and there. Seems pretty easy. Hopefully. Maybe I'm being a little overconfident. But I know this job is right for me. They've all been super nice, all been super accommodating. And I know I will get it. And God led me to the right job. Hopefully this one will be my career. We shall see. Time will tell. But just remember, God will give you peace. He will give you perfect peace. Maybe not all at once because we're still grieving, or because sometimes we still get angry, sometimes we still cry. But when we get to the doors of heaven, then I know we will have perfect peace, because then we will be greeted at the gates by not only our children, but the most loving Father we'll ever know. The Father that gave up His own Son so we could have perfect peace. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, just like, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Just know I'm always praying for you guys. I love you guys. Have a great night and be blessed and peace. Not to be confused with perfect peace, but peace.